A hamstring injury is no joke. It's probably the worst injury you can have.
What's up guys and welcome. You're watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start today's video with Andrew Jacked, who isn't wasting any time. He knows in order for him to be a potential future Mr. Olympia, his back needs to come up. So that is on the priority list for 2024. So I wonder, will that huge prize money at the upcoming Arnold Classic, will that affect his decision of taking a long off-season break for those improvements that he needs to be a future Mr. Olympia title contender? Because as you guys all know, the Arnold is now just under 16 weeks out. So Nick Walker isn't doing it. Samson Dauda surely is gonna defend his title. And $300,000. That is a lot of money. So will this much reward motivate Andrew Jacked to jump into this show at Ohio and push Samson Dauda? I guess we will find out in a few more weeks. I am pretty sure that the Andrew Jacked that we saw at the Arnold 2023, that would not have beaten Hunter Labrada at Texas Pro. So that shows us that Andrew does have this ability to make some significant changes from one show to the next, even when he is prepping. So kinda too bad, he just did not peak 100% for this year's Mr. Olympia, but he still made top 5. So that says so much about his potential.
A hamstring injury is no joke. It's probably the worst injury you can have other than a back injury. Like, you could tear your bicep, have some success. Dorian Yates, Chris Dickerson.
Did you guys listen to Shawn Ray's interview on Jay Cutler's podcast? Specifically the point where he talks about the mutant Nick Walker and his injury. So that is worth listening to, because as per Shawn, it is extremely hard to come back from a hamstring tear. But if there is someone who can do it, that has got to be Nick Walker.
I don't know of anybody that's actually came out and survived a severe hamstring tear, because it's a very vulnerable muscle that's involved in so many other things. He's got to be very, very, very careful with that. But
he is doing the best he could possibly do at this point in order to recover. And truly, his comeback is going to be one of the biggest storylines of 2024. So Nick Walker 100% believes that he can recover from this, both physically and mentally, and be a future Mr. Olympia. So if we go down the history and look at some of the comebacks after the injury, Kevin Levrone sure comes to mind. He tore his pec in 1993, and everyone just thought that he is done and that's it for his career. But he came back. He won the Arnold Classic in 1994. Not only just that, he went on to place runner-up 3 times at the Olympia. So injuries are part of the sport, and we have seen some amazing comebacks in the past. So hopefully Nick Walker's return will be the one that will be remembered for ages.
tear your pec, Kevin Levrone, Rich Gaspari, Barry DeMay, you can survive things like that.
Joan Pradells was one of the most hyped up youngsters going into Emperor Classic Spain this year. That was his pro debut, and people set expectations pretty high for him. And that lineup was pretty deep. Michael Crizo, Andrea Presti, Roman Furst, Peter Clancer. That was definitely one hell of a lineup. And one could not make top 5. So what that young man has been up to, he's all blown up during the offseason, with his weight in the high 280s. He needs more refinement to his physique, specifically his back. Plus, he needs to get into that solid Ivory Pro level of conditioning, especially the next time he steps on stage. And I'm sure he will come back sometime in 2024. He is young, he has time on his hand, but still a lot of work needs to be done in order for him to qualify for the Olympia. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.